Well, it would appear that we're live. Hello, and good evening. Happy Tuesday. I don't normally go live on a Tuesday. I've been doing some random ones lately. Usually when I have something on my mind. Because to be quite honest, a lot of people have had a lot of stuff on their minds. Sean in Alaska, there you are. The 14 Jabs, hello. And Dale, it's good to see you. Welcome. Happy Tuesday to you all. Who got Homestead, it's good to see you. Good to see everyone. Kelly's Corner, hello. I was looking at your cake video earlier. Hola, I am Ryan. Rambling with the Brahms, there you are. Lori, it must be helping because I'm having not a bad day today. Like, my feet were killing me after, doing this and moderating for Pinball, on his earlier stream. And I had to take a break, put my feet up and let them chill out. Yeah, not a bad day today. Steve M, hello, Voodoo Queen. Boom, there you are. Southernmost, Michigan Lifestyle. Mark Webb, how you doing? Hey, Judy, always good to see you. Prepper Chicken Texas. Guys and gals, check out Prepper Chicken Texas. She has a channel, if you don't know it. If I have a moderator in here, one of them could surely bust up her link. There's Dragon and Lynn and the Daily Prepper. Hey. Las Vegas, I see you there. Unspecified podcast and reviewed. Well, this is an unannounced broadcast of my own. Good to see you, Regan. Always good to see you. Wendy, hello. Daryl, Libby, Joe Morgan. There you are, brother. Monty, boom. It seems, Monty, like I'm slowly getting better, but the days are up and down, It's not... Some days I hobble less slowly. Let me just put it that way. Betsy, there you are. Yeah, I try not to surprise people. I try and stick to a regular thing, but let's face it, nothing is regular these days anymore with everything that's going on, right? Surprise, Betsy. Linda, I see you there. Welcome. Hey, Suze. Barefoot. Sister Marie, well, that's awesome. Potato Head, I'll get to it. We'll get through the hellos and we'll do a bit of that first, okay? We'll get through. I try to say hello to everyone. Loretta, good to see you. As you see, I try and say hello to everyone. I have a much smaller chat than, Pinball or some of the other bigger channels out there. Man, Pinballs was crazy tonight, Lorna, wasn't it? Over 2,000 people in the chat. It was nutso. Yeah, I needed a break afterwards too, but I did have something on my mind. Deanna, I see you there. And I kind of wanted to share it with you guys and gals, and especially the truckers out there. Those filthy, racist, misogynist, violent truckers. I've got a message for people. Hey, Cat Lady, I see you there. Welcome. Yeah, you know what? All my moderators, if you want to start busting out your own links, those of you that have channels, Maverick, I see you there. Welcome. Northern Girl Avon, I see you there. What is up? Yeah, you guys and gals that have channels, go ahead and start busting links up to that. Please bust up links to if there's any other good channels in here that you can see that would like their link posted. Please go ahead and do so. Bullseye, I see you there. Welcome. Welcome to and hello to anyone I hadn't seen or said to yet. True Seeker, I see you there. Carrot Top, there you are. Welcome. Yeah, go ahead and get through your hellos to each other. Anything for me, please put it in high case, uppercase, so I could see it a little bit easier, or highlight my name. Julie, I see you there. Welcome. Sister Marie's Kitchen. How did I keep up with Pinball's chat? Very, very difficult. I've got a lot of experience, in bigger, larger chats doing that. You know, having moderated for Ed over at Prepper Nurse One for a long time now. I've had plenty of practice dealing with large chats, but what I have to say is I did not do it on my own. I am part of a team. You know, Lorna and Samich and Robert Bateson and Jacob. They're all parts of the team, right? We don't do it ourselves. Hey, Howie, I see you there. Food Forest Permaculture. Maybe we can see a link to Howie's channel, Food Forest Permaculture. Great guy with a good channel. Northern Girl Hobbies. Yeah, you're tired. You and I need to talk soon. But yeah, get your rest on, get your sleep on. But I am up here because I do have a message, a thought for some truckers, right? That I will share. Pinballs was crazy and awesome. All at the same time. It was difficult to manage as a moderator, but you know, wicked awesome turnout for his channel. That was great. Rooster, I see you there. Welcome. Hey Ace, how you doing? Alberta, there you are. Are you rapture ready? Well, if you've got Jesus, then the answer to that is yes, right? So no worries there, right? Prepare the heart, mind, spirit, and your cupboards. South Florida, I see you there. Welcome. Ontario Homestead, look at you. I already moved it closer, Billy. I mean, come on. It doesn't get much closer. Hey, Sam, how you doing? From the great state of Alberta. Yeah, bust out those links. Nunya, hey, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Lots of great Texans out there. Terry Maddox, look at you. Welcome. Klingon, how you doing? From beautiful Northern California. I'm not having a bad evening. I had to take a little break after pinballs. But because my feet were hurt from leaning forward, I had to sit back a while and rest those up a bit. But after I got a bit of rest, you know, I had something on my mind. It's been on my mind for a couple of days, and I kind of want to spit it out, right? You know, and it's a message to those filthy, racist, misogynist truckers that they should just keep their frickin' trucks out of Ottawa, you know? Our High Chancellor has already gotten them out of there with his peaceful UN troops with their peaceful batons and their peaceful gas grenades and, you know, their peaceful human trampling horses. He's already squashed all that. And I mean, you know, he's done all the right things, right? Let's face it, okay? Politicians are never wrong. They're never wrong. They're always right in everything they do and everything they say. Papa P, I see you there. Welcome. I may not see a whole lot of chat right here because I'm fixing to land based, all right? Just need to park their trucks. Well, that's kind of my sentiment too, you know? Like, they must be very, very tired from having set up those terroristic bouncy castles. And the, do you know what actually blew it for me? Was the very, very violent free soup and free pizza and free other ethnic foods, Polish food, all kinds of other foods that were being given away free to anybody who walked by, police, politicians, anyone, homeless. It was all being given away for free, very, very maliciously, I might add. How dare they give away free food? Put up a terribly tyrannical and racist bouncy castle. How dare they? But they came in with their peace-loving tasers. They came in with their very, very peaceful gas grenades, right? And riot vehicles. It was a protest they were dealing with. However, they brought in the most peaceful riot measures and the Emergency Measures Act, because everything the politicians do is correct. It's right all the time. They're never wrong. Like, let's face it, our High Chancellor, our self-appointed king, Trudeau, everything he's done since the beginning of this has been the right thing to do. Deacon, I see you there. Anyone else who's coming in, if I don't say hello to you, I apologize. I try and say hello to everyone, but I am in the middle of lambasting here. So I am going to miss a whole bunch of crap here, and I apologize. Okay, so the first thing that he did, the weekend, the protesters landed. He went away to some secret cottage, which is the right thing to do in that situation. Last night they did, but it's being voted on tonight, Sean. All right. So that was the first right thing he did, right? So, because what else are you supposed to do? If you're the government and someone wants to come in and, argue or show their displeasure about your take on things, your immediate response should be go away to a cottage and not address them. You should absolutely never address. If you've got, if you're a politician, you got powers over people, you should never, ever address the people or their concerns. When the people come to you with concerns, the wrong thing to do is address them. So, boom. He was right to flee to the cottage, and he was right to not address them. And then he was also right when he got the disease and couldn't come out in public or couldn't go around anyone. He had to be sequestered more away from the people. Yeah, he had to stay away. That was the right thing to do. Completely right thing to do. And then, because all of those things that he did or didn't do were the right things to do, the next most right thing to do was to enact the Emergencies Act. It was right after right after right after right. Politicians can't be wrong. They can't be wrong. And our new self-declared king and High Chancellor, Chancellor Trudeau, is proving that. And he's made it very, very dangerous for truckers to be in Ottawa. He's made it clear that Ottawa does not like those racist, misogynistic, violent truckers. Keep them all out. And this is my message to the truckers. Keep your trucks out of Ottawa. Our High Chancellor has threatened and promised to take away your bank account, your credit, your personal driver's license, your operator's license, your insurance, your vehicle, your personal property. So it's very unsafe for any truck to go into Ottawa, right? And to be honest with you, you truckers doing all those violent bouncy castles and terroristic soups, you must be very, very tired from that. Isn't it time to take like a month off or maybe 2 months off and just stay home? Stay home, recharge the batteries a little, take a rest, take a break. Terroristic soups. Oh, yeah. The soup is very, very dangerous. You know, it was free for all homeless, anyone walking by, right? Even for politicians. If politicians wanted to go down there, they could have free terrorist soup. They could have a bounce in a racist bouncy castle. In a violent, racist bouncy castle. If they wanted. Or the terribly violent singing of the national anthem. How is that tolerable? How is that tolerable to anyone? Very, very violent singing of the national anthem. And dancing. And playing of hockey. Without gear. There was no contact. It was no contact hockey. Very, very violent. Very dangerous as a trucker to go into Ottawa. So he's made it clear. And he's right by doing it. Right? Politicians are infallible. So what Chancellor Trudeau speaks is truth. Verbatim fact. Don't argue it. Don't question it. He's got measures in place to prevent further uprising, further anyone speaking against what the government says. Which is the right thing to do. Especially seeing as all of the other measures he took before that. Right? Criminal convoy. So he's promised to take all of those things away from the truckers who are protesting. He's promised. And he's coming good on those promises. But what the bigger threat is, the bigger threat is to the filthy, racist, misogynistic truckers who are still working, still making deliveries into Ottawa. You know, not only can you lose your bank account, your credit, your insurance, your license, personal driver's license, your truck, your personal property, but you can also lose the income that you're making. So it might be dangerous for any truck to bring anything into Ottawa or DC. There's a whole bunch of trucks headed over to DC. Don't any single one truck get near DC for fear that they may take away your bank account or your license. Right? Truckers, it is now time to protect your finances, your families, by not going into these places. Don't take your truck anywhere in there. All right, now I'm not a trucker, so I don't know all the right lingo, so I'm probably going to say some wrong words. Don't hate me too hard for it. You can thumbs this up or thumbs it down. I don't really care. Whatever. But yeah, it's a very dangerous time to go into Ottawa or DC. Don't go in. You know, if you're a working trucker and you get a load, it probably comes with a manifest with a destination on it. If that destination says DC or Ottawa, you might want to think twice about taking that load to its destination, because you could be mistaken for a racist or a misogynist, right? And they threaten your family's income. So whatever you do with your violent bouncy castles and your terroristic soups, please stop. Please stop. You know, the United the very peaceful United Nations troops that were there with their peaceful gas grenades and peaceful human trampling horses, that's perfect, right? Evan, yeah, pretty much. Well, you know what, Victoria? I used to live in Ottawa. As a matter of fact, I did most of my military service in Ottawa. A beautiful city, absolutely beautiful. In the spring, summer, and fall, even in the winter. Beautiful. Um, However, I can't see for any reason why anyone would want to go to Ottawa. You know, it's it's kind of like Australia right now. I think Australia opened up the borders for tourists. Who the hell wants to go to Australia? Haven't you seen how they're treating the people? Right? And I mean, if the violent protesters were shutting down the economy of downtown Ottawa, all those stores could have been open, and all those businesses and restaurants could have been open, and could have been making their year's wages in that last month. The economy wasn't shut down by some violent bouncy castles or some terroristic soup. It's been shut down for the last 2 years already. So my advice to truckers is just keep your damn trucks out of Ottawa. Keep your damn filthy, racist, misogynistic trucks out of Ottawa. It includes anything that goes in a trailer. Anyone who's delivering anything, be careful. Be careful. This is more of a warning to you because you've got more to lose, which includes your income, right? Those ones doing the violent soup and the terroristic bouncy castle, they didn't have an income, so they didn't have that to lose. Those working have more to lose. Heads up, anyone from America or anywhere around the globe who's about to participate in a convoy to whatever capital you're going to proceed to, do it with caution, because they've already told you what they're going to take from you, right? Don't forget, the politicians are never wrong. Never wrong. Everything they're doing is right. And what they're saying is they don't want truckers in their capital. So, take a holiday. If you get a manifest where the destination is DC, think twice about dropping that load off. Very, very dangerous for the security of you and your family. They might mistake you for a terrorist. Especially, you might start thinking about bouncy castles, right? Start having a wrong thought. Or you might start thinking about violent soup. Have wrong thought, wrong think, right? Rich Mountains, I sure hope so. I sure hope so. So, hopefully, I've kept this fairly on the mark of what I wanted to hit. It's a warning to truckers. It's very, very dangerous to go into the capital. Maybe just don't send a single truck in for safety. Because the High Chancellor has already said he'll take everything from you if you're caught in Ottawa. And they'll probably do the same thing in DC, right? So don't participate in the violent soup. Don't participate in the terroristic bouncy castles. There was even free deodorant and toothpaste and mitts and gloves and hats for people. Violent hand warmers. If I can make it to Mexico, yeah, I can just walk right through. Yeah. Still a prisoner in my own country up here. Can't leave. How does anyone flee Canada if you're not triple or quadruple stabbed, right? Right, Joe? How dare they clean their teeth or before they go in a bouncy castle? Yeah, that's the meanest, rudest bouncy castle I've ever seen in my life. And I saw some very, very violent soups. I saw a lot of people describe horribly violent soup that was prepared with violent love and care throughout the day and given away for free violently given away for free to the homeless and to anyone who passed by. Southernmost, I appreciate that. Violent deodorant. Terribly violent. Robert, I see you there. Welcome. A boat. We're not allowed to go on any boats that have a sleeping berth. Not allowed to cross any borders. Right? Prisoner. Suppose I could go hire one of those cigarette boats. I heard up in Kingston when I was doing my trades training in the military in the early 90s. You could hear automatic machine gun fire during the day. And that was about cigarettes. They were running cigarettes back and forth. Feeling a little bit better, yeah. I had to take a break and rest, but I had something on my mind. Violently picking up garbage and leaving racist signs of love and peace and blessings. Armayhill, I see you there. Welcome. I don't know. What's your guys and gals' thoughts? Go ahead and feel free to chat amongst yourselves in the chat. If you've got something for me, throw it up in caps. Or highlight my name so I can see it a little bit easier. But that's been gnawing at me, If our government, who is right about everything, and they are right about everything, they're infallible. If they're right about everything, they're right about this, right? So keep your damn trucks out of the capital. Am I wrong here? Keep your violent soup and your terroristic bouncy castles the hell away. Am I wrong? William Craig, well, I don't even know how many times Pastor Artur has been arrested for giving out food to the homeless. Like before any of this started, way before any of this started. For years he's been being arrested for feeding the homeless. And I don't get it. Passamaquoddy, wasn't that ridiculous? No, Daily Prepper. That's not what I'm saying. that could be considered a protest. And what this Emergency Measures Act is trying to prevent, they're trying to prevent future protests. Okay? I'm not saying that protesting is the right thing to do. What I'm saying is that truckers should just stay the hell out of the Capitol. Don't go there at all. Not a single one. With anything, bobtail or not. Just stay the hell out. They don't belong there. Violent sandwiches. Misogynistic soup. You know? Terrorist pizza. Oh, Lynn, you know what? Yeah, there's a very, very dangerous, most latest variant going around. Yeah. And it's extraordinarily contagious. Extraordinarily contagious. All right. Hang on a second. I'm going to back this up just a bit. I think that was South Florida who said that. I want to be correct, though. No, it was Brian Keith. I agree, Prepper Brian Keith, and that's something that I've thought about at length because I know it's headed your way, south of the 49th parallel. And I'm thinking that may be a problem. Hey, Colin, I see you there. Welcome. Yeah, and the USA is next, Deanna. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's going to be beneficial or not because the way it worked when the violent racist truckers up here had their protest is there was no violence of any kind. There weren't any windows broken. There wasn't even garbage on the streets. A violent ham and cheese sandwich? No. Say it isn't so. Say it isn't so. Not a violent ham and cheese sandwich. Well, Brian Keith, that may be the undoing of that movement because that's what they're looking for. Think past your nose. God gave us a brain for a reason. Let's use it. Boom, Dylan. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yep. John Poole, I see you there. Welcome. Klingon, I do not believe I said hello. Wait a second, Sean. I said no. All right, sorry, Ace. You said something, but then it's gone. Maybe you have to retype it. Whatever. Don't know. But what do you guys and gals think? Do you think the truckers should stay out of the Capitol completely? Because they've clearly stated that it's unsafe for them to be there and all of their finances, possessions, material things will be revoked. And this is my caution to truckers. Stay the hell out to protect yourselves and your families financially. You know? Oh, Ace, the police broke windows? That must have been the most peacefully broken window ever. You know? Were they doing it anywhere near any violent soup or terroristic bouncy castles? Interesting question. Interesting thought. Ugh! Good God. NGH, I think that's probably how it's correctly said, but that's not really where I want to go with this. I just don't want to say that word, you know what I mean? I want to warn them to stay out. Stay out of the Capitol out of fear, you know. The Supreme Chancellor has laid the law down. And, you know, they don't want to have their livelihoods jeopardized or their personal things that they own, their trucks, their credit, their houses. They don't want any of that threatened. So they should take the High Chancellor's threat and just stay away. Have a violent ham and cheese on racist Nazi white bread. Goodness gracious. Mark C. Very patriotic of you. Very patriotic. National emergency, national emergency, national emergency. We've been under emergency for 2 freaking years. We've been under emergency for 2 years. We haven't been able to leave our country in however long. You know, if you're not, if you haven't been stabbed however many times they feel safe with. Good God. Jevon, I see you there. Hello and welcome. I saw you there earlier too. Not that I didn't see you. I was just sorry. I've been lambasting. Yeah, you do what you need to do, Joe. That's all good, NGH. All good. No, I don't. I'm citizen of Canada. That's it. I was born here. I live here. I've never left here. I dipped into New York one day for an afternoon of crappy mall shopping, but Pappy Two Bears, I see you there. Welcome. That's the only time I've ever spent in the States, although I understand that parts of it are absolutely beautiful, and there's tons of places in the United States I'd love to visit. However, I'm trapped in my own country. Why? Because the self-proclaimed king, High Chancellor, and his, infringing on the rights and freedoms. So myself and every other person in Canada who hasn't been stabbed as many times as, to have us called a good pin cushion, we are also trapped in Canada. We are not free to flee. I see you there, I Spy. You're a very good spy, though. Hard to see. Difficult. Good cam. Good camo. Green Thumb in here? Hey, Green Thumb, how you doing? But I had just a little something gnawing at me there for a couple of days. You know? If the High Chancellor doesn't want the trucks in his city, create a vacuum of trucks. Keep the trucks out. Keep those filthy racist trucks out of his city. How dare you? How could you possibly think of taking a filthy truck into his city? Racist trucks. Hope he doesn't run out of caviar anytime soon. It was so long ago, Jevon, I don't even remember. It was at Niagara Falls. It was 30 years ago. Shit, I was just a kid. Can't visit a friend, can't visit your folks. Don't eat in a restaurant. You know what? I was into 2 stores this weekend. I was into a secondhand store, and I was into an antique shop. Those are the first 2 stores in 2 years, other than a hardware store or a grocery store, that I've been in 2 years. Like, yes, I had gone to the flea market previously, but anything other than food or hardware to get my gardening supplies, I haven't been anywhere else, no other store. 2 years. I haven't been in a restaurant in a couple of years. I've done work for clients who have young children who have never been inside of a restaurant. They have young children who do not know with going outside in public without a mask. They don't know what that is. Yeah, Brian Keith, it seems like that, doesn't it? All because of terroristic sandwiches, violent pizza, tyrannical bouncy castles. Yep. Just keep the trucks out of the capital. They don't want trucks in the capital? Keep them out. Truck you. Right. Good one, Mark Fool's Gold. Young children who don't know what a smile is. Exactly, Klingon. And it's funny. I got talking to the gentleman. Now, he's a younger gentleman, younger than I, raising a young family. I got talking to him one day, and he was expressing this to me about his children, that they didn't know this and didn't know that. And one of his older children, at the beginning of all this, had just started going to daycare and stuff like that. And that was before all the masks and stuff like that. Then it was all shut down. Then it was masks. And then it was all shut down again. And then when it was opened back up, but with masks, they could go. And the children didn't know how to respond. They didn't know how to react. They didn't know how to interact with other people. Ahoy, beam me up, Scotty. What is a bouncy castle? It's like a plastic, like a rubber inflatable house that you blow air into. The kids can go in and they can run around and bounce around and fall on their sides or bounce off the walls and not get hurt. You know, it's a bouncy castle. It's a castle that you go in and you bounce around in. Violent bouncy castles. Yeah, terroristic bouncy castles. Diane Polk. Diane Polk. I implore you to go see some of the video from downtown Ottawa during the protest. And there is plenty of video of that bouncy castle. Jumping castle, bouncy house, whatever you want to call it. No justice, no pizza. It's a giant padded room where the kids can just go in and play and bounce around. You know, it's kind of like the playland at McDonald's used to be. You know, with their pits of balls and no. That's one of the things Trudeau's very, very angry about. Violent, terroristic bouncy castle. Ooh, and terrorist free soup. Mind you, politicians are never wrong. Well, Yeti, I hope YouTube sees it that way. Because while I monetize this live stream, I'll probably have to fight that. But you know, anything I've monetized lately, I've had to fight for anyways. They've always shut that off. But whatever. Maybe this will get me booted. Who knows? Maybe they'll come for my bank account because I said everything the new proclaimed king says is true. Everything the government says is true. They've never done anything wrong. They've never been wrong about anything. They've never mishandled anything. Right? Full cootie at minus 30? I'm not sure about that. Not sure about that. That's one thing, too, that was never mentioned about the protest. That it was such a super spreader event. Dylan Thomas, I pulled my money out of the bank weeks ago. If you don't think I saw this coming, come on now. Oh, Tammy, thank you ever so much. I appreciate that. It's lovely to see you as well. I'm a little worked up, to be honest with you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this live stream. Occupation. Well, it wasn't an occupation. It was a protest. But the Emergency Measures Act is trying to make sure that we don't have the right to protest anymore. DCL, I haven't heard that, but I see what you're saying there. Another 200, perfect. With their peaceful riot batons and tasers and peaceful gas grenades, peaceful human trampling horses. Yeah. That's the way to do it, Passamaquoddy. Don't make a donation to anyone, though. Bank account will be seized. Single mother makes a $25 donation to the violent truckers. Seized bank account. So, warning, don't do that. The infallible government will take those things away from you. Deanna Walters, I couldn't agree more. Food, forest, permaculture. You're on your way, Howie? Okay, you stay well and safe, okay? Oh, freedom. Freedom indeed. Yep. Freedom, except for not with terroristic bouncy castles or free violent soup. Yeah, love bullets. Lawn darts? No. Jesus, lawn darts? We'd all need to be wrapped in bubble wrap. Puerto Rico. I see you there. How you doing? Don't troll here or my moderators will kick you out. You can say whatever you want. Keep it clean. Try not to cuss. And oh, I see you there. Welcome. How am I doing? Well, you're going to have to go back to the beginning of the live stream and watch that to find out how I've been doing. I had something on my mind. I had to say it. I kind of have already. I'm looking to the crowd's response here to see what they're thinking about our new High Chancellor, his infallibility, how he's done everything absolutely correctly, like not address the people's concerns, not use any of his other powers to deal with anything, and just calling in the Emergencies Act. What's your thoughts on it? Must have been chili soup. Must have been a spicy soup. Oh, goodness gracious. To be that violent? Jeep. He's a joke. Come on now. That's our High Chancellor. That is our fearless leader. Our beloved Prime Minister Trudeau. Do I have an idea why your Ouija board is not working? First of all, don't talk about Ouija boards on my channel. Secondly, flip the heart-shaped thing around. Or just throw it in the garbage. Just get rid of it. What is my favorite soup to add to preps? Navy bean soup is good. Smoked ham hock with split yellow pea soup is fantastic. Any type of vegetable, whether it's beef-based or chicken-based, awesome. Yeah, split yellow pea soup with smoked ham hocks. due to emergency. Same in Victoria, Australia. Need to stand strong. Stop sending your trucks into the capitals. It's very dangerous to do so. Don't take anything into the capital. Oh, the Führer. Brother, no, I haven't. I was going to call Mom today, and just timing wise, I put it off till the wrong moment. And then I hadn't called today. But typically, when Pops and I have been speaking lately, we don't really see eye to eye. He's following MSM, which is all true speak. It's all true. What MSM is saying is all true because it's what the Prime Minister says, our fearless High Chancellor. All right, then, Puerto Rico, feel free to do whatever you want. Yeah, that's the way to do it, Passamaquoddy. Absolutely delicious. Don't add bouillon. Use a liquid. Use a liquid stock, either that or make the stock out of the ham hock or pork hock, or you could even use smoked chicken or turkey wings. You can use scraps of a turkey or a chicken, smoke that, and just put it in your soup, and it'll have that smoky flavor. Yeah, he's all MSM'd out. I don't think he looks at any other alternate media whatsoever. He just spits the rhetoric. He spits the propaganda. Hava, lovely to see you. You guys and gals, if you like your Ouija boards and cards or whatever like that, that's great. But this isn't the channel for that. I'm a man of God. I'm not a staunch shove God down your throat type of guy. Like, how do I like my God? Just the same way I like my steak. I love a good steak. Do I want it shoved down my throat all at once? Hell no. All right, but Ouija boards and all and that other stuff, please, that's not for me. Have you tried? Yes, I have tried cornbread. Yes, I do dehydrate food. My dehydrator is running right now, and it has peppers in it. Maggie from California, amen. Amen. I love dehydrating mushrooms. They keep so well. Herbs, mushrooms, peppers, your Holy Trinity, which I guess for my southern brothers and sisters will be peppers, onions, and celery. Up here, we use carrots, celery, and onion. Bosco, you on your way? You stay well and safe, okay? Thank you for joining us on a Tuesday evening. Onions, yeah. Yeah, dehydrate your onions outside. Make sure you do that outside. Otherwise, your wife will kill you. Outside or in the garage or something. Something that's ventilated and... Yeah, I haven't bothered with any meats dehydrating or anything like that. Yeah, wrong channel for that dark matter. Yep. Mushrooms are amazing. They rehydrate well, pretty quick. Just red bell peppers, sweet peppers. Are you ready? Truth, you on your way? You stay well and safe. Dehydrated your onions in the kitchen. Oh, daddy! No, Kevin, I'm not. But if you want to, go ahead. Somebody on their way? All right, stay well and safe. I heard something. I believe our very good friend NGH has a video up stating something about something similar happening in February. So that could well be the case. A daily prepper. Can you put your answer to my question here in bold when after I ask it? Okay, I see you dehydrate ground meats often. How do you find them for a shelf life? Oh, okay, yeah, all good. Sarcasm is welcome here. My whole stream tonight was about sarcasm. And I hope the powers that be don't get that, because I don't think AI understands sarcasm yet. Miss Grandma, I see you there. Hello, hello, and welcome. Good evening. I love you too, brother. You stay well and safe and have a good, peaceful, restful sleep. You and yours. And scratch gravy on the butt for me. Well, it's going to go the same way down south of the 49th, so. Bees nuts, I see you there. Welcome. It's your middle name, CR. I see that. Yeah, we're losing the snow here. Everything's melting. We've had warm degrees, well, above freezing degrees for the last day or so. We're going to have some more, one more anyways, then it's going to dip down, and it's going to go back up. Voodoo Queen, I appreciate that so much. You got to go. All right, you stay well and safe. I'm fixing to wrap this up too. My feet and legs are starting to hurt again. I need to put them up and have a bit of a rest. But I wanted to throw that up to you guys and gals. You know, just to let you all know that politicians are never wrong. They've never said anything wrong, never done anything wrong. What they're doing now is right. And that our new High Chancellor is absolutely right in saying all truckers should just stay out of the capital. They're still going on, kill it and grill it. They're still going on across Canada. But with these new measures, he's trying to squash stuff. I'm telling you, they'll come for your bank account. Which reminds me, I'm going to have to go to the bank in the morning. Maybe pull out what's left in there. 10 or 10A? 10A? That is freaking awesome. Oh, within 1 to 2 years. Oh, goodness gracious. Because I knew it was a thing for hikers. I know hikers love dehydrated meat, especially dehydrated ground meats. They tend to call it, they have a slang for it, they call it gravel, because it's hard as a bullet, right? You know, you cook it, and you got to rinse it and stuff like that, but apparently it stores fairly well, rehydrates well. I just haven't dehydrated meat yet and tried to store it for a long period of time, so I didn't know. But that's very cool. Very cool to know. A year to 2 years. Very, very cool. 101. See you there. Yeah, guys and gals, listen to your elders. Get canning. Put your food stores up. Guys and gals says the 49th. You know, if you think there's shortages in deliveries now, and you got 4 convoys going across the country, put stuff up now. with that, guys and gals, I'm gonna draw this to an end here very, very shortly. I need to sit back, rest my, put my feet up, rest my legs. I hope everyone's well this evening, well and safe. Hope everyone's prepared. Stock your pantries. Stock your pantries. Like, now is the time to stock your pantries. If you can go out tomorrow and you can put some stuff back, do it. What do I think will happen when the convoy arrives? I'm not sure if it's going to arrive. Bees nuts. I'm not sure. There's a lot of distance between A and B. All right, guys and gals, with that, this is going to be North. Don't forget to lift up your brothers and your sisters. Don't look down on anyone unless you're about to help them up. With that, guys and gals, little rant for you. This is North. Out for now.